What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another video. Today with another awesome video for you all. We're gonna be unboxing the greatest hits line right here. This is Jimmy and Jay the Usos. So let's go ahead and get started. Of course, this is early day Jimmy and Jay the Usos when they first started in WWE, on their face painting and all that stuff right here. Of course, this is the greatest hits line right here. In this line, you do get, of course, the Usos. You get Hulk Hogan, Seth Rollins, Batista, Rey Mysterio, Undertaker, and Ron Simmons right there. Feel free to pause if you want to read the bio. Of course, you got a picture of Jimmy right there as well. Who would have thought that would have become the main event, Jimmy? Of course, you got Jey Uso, same picture as well, same bio, and you see at the back how it looks like right here, both of the picture. Looks pretty awesome. So let's go ahead and take it out of the package, take a closer look. Alright, so that's it out of the package right here. Right off the bat, you definitely don't get a lot of any accessories, hardly any. Actually, he is wearing a shirt right there. And you do get an interchangeable hands right there as well. But other than that, that's all how the figure looks like in the package. So let's go ahead and take them out of the package. Take a closer look. Alright, of course, we got the one and only Jimmy Uso right here. Down since day one. Of course, right here, he's got that face scan right there. Definitely looks like Jimmy Uso. Younger days, of course, longer hair as well. And again, this is when they were painting their face and all that. They're coming out right here. You got his tongue sticking out like the Wild Samoans. Giving the tribute right there. He does have that green shorts. You can see some kind of awesome design looking on that side. And you can definitely see kind of that design on this side of the short as well. Of course, he does have his hanging out in the back of his pants right there. And then you can see, as far as for the accessories, again, not all accessories included. He is wearing the shirt right here. I'm not taking the shirt off because I had any issues putting the shirts back on. But you can see how that looks like. For the shirt, you see how awesome little detail on the back side. Then the front side right there has his brother Jimmy and Jay the Usos with his tongue sticking out. And then you can have the necklace around it. You can't kind of see it because it's black. But you can see how the necklace goes all the way around him. And then, of course, he wasn't as tatted as he is now. And you see a little bit of detail. The artwork goes around all the way down his hands right there. And this side as well, just in the forearms and lower. And you see the hands that he does have on here are going to be the fists. And the holding hands right here, or the gripping hands, you definitely have him holding something. As far as for the boots go, it's going to be a black boots. It looks like it has a white around the edges. And then as far as the toes, it's kind of white around the toes right there as well. But overall, pretty awesome. Jimmy Uso right here. Definitely had to pick him up to add him to my the Bloodline collection as well. So very, very awesome for that. So let's go ahead and look at the other accessory that came with this, which are the interchangeable hands. Again, for the interchangeable hands, pretty much the opposite of what he has on right now. So there's a gripping hand and then the fist hand right here. So you can definitely have them two gripping or two fisting hands if you would like. But definitely gonna have them display like this, so that way add it to my collection right there as well. But overall, also looking at Jey Uso, definitely updated as far as the double jointed elbows, double jointed knees. Definitely updated for those components as well. But and then you can see the face scan right here. He's got that awesome face scan with the face paint on the side right there. The tongue sticking out. A little bit of detail that went into that. Looks awesome. Alright, so now that we looked at Jimmy Uso, let's go ahead and get Jey Uso out next. Alright, so we have the one and only Jey Uso, of course, aka the main event. Jey Uso, the new World Heavyweight Champion. You see how awesome that looks like as well. Again, feel free to pause if you want to read the bio. But very, very, very similar as far as the packaging, the attire that we get with Jimmy Uso as well. So let's go ahead and take out the package and get a closer look. Alright, that's how it looks like out of the package. Again, straight off the bat, same thing. Not a lot of accessories. He's wearing the shirt right there, same as Jimmy Uso. And you do get two interchangeable hands right there. Or one set. And then you see how that looks like right here. So let's go ahead and take them out of the package, take a closer look. Alright, so here's Jey Uso again. Same exact attire that Jimmy has. You see a level of detail from the shirt right side here. And then the shorts right there as well. Again, very, very like colors that pop. That's how they were when they first started right here. Painted the face kind of sticking out as well. You see the color, the design on the shorts right there. You have him and his brother right there with the black knee pads. All the way down to the black boots right there. And you see, of course, again, earlier day as far as not a lot of ink. But definitely still had him both on the arms right there. As far as for the knees, you do get the updated double jointed knees as well. And of course, the face scan right there definitely looks like younger day Jey Uso right here. Just again, very, very much long hair that he has on there at that time right there. And then you can see how awesome this figure looks like right there as well. But again, the Jimmy and Jay the Usos back when they first started. Alright, so now that we took a look at Jay, let's go ahead and bring Jimmy back out. Alright, so now that we have Jimmy and Jay the Usos right here. Again, this is when the earlier days when they were like feuding with the New Day constantly, right? I remember those times as well, but they definitely have come a long way since then. If you would have said these one day would have become a main event championship caliber, definitely would never have thought of it. But in any case, they are part of the bloodline, so had to expect this sooner or later right there as well. But again, this is the greatest hits line, the Usos. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, buddy, have a good one.